everyone, welcome back. So, FBI Season 8, Episode 16 is one of those episodes that genuinely sticks with you, not just because of the case but because of Maggie's emotional journey, which is handled incredibly well from start to finish. From the moment Maggie insists she is ready to come back to work, you can tell she is not okay, and the episode doesn't rush that realization or turn into something predictable. Instead of going down the usual route where grief makes her freeze in the field or put others in danger, the show does something much more realistic. Maggie holds it together, she does her job, she stays sharp, and she performs exactly the way you would expect her to. But underneath all of that, she's struggling, and that's what makes the storyline so powerful. It's not about breaking down immediately, it's about trying to function like everything is normal when it clearly isn't. Her interactions with the suspect really highlights this. She tries to connect to explain that revenge won't fix the pain of losing someone. And in a way, she's not just talking to him, she's talking to herself. She's trying to make sense of her own grief, trying to find meaning in something that feels completely senseless. But when that connection fails, when she's told that she doesn't understand, it hits hard because in that moment, everything she's been holding in starts to crack. It becomes clear that no matter how much she tries to rationalize it, her sister's death doesn't have a purpose, and that realization is devastating. That final emotional shift is what really elevates the episode. Maggie going from composed and capable to admitting she's not okay feels like raw and honest, and it sets up some big questions about her future. There's definitely a sense here that the show could be laying the groundwork for a possible exit. Nothing is confirmed, but the way Maggie questions whether she can continue leading her team while carrying this kind of grief feels significant. At the same time, the support she gets from Isobel suggests that the story might instead focus on healing rather than leaving. Either way, it's strong character driven arc that gives Maggie more depth than what we have seen in a while. On the case side, things start off fairly standard. It's the usual investigation, chasing leads, hitting dead ends, and slowly piecing things together. And honestly, at first, it feels like just another terrorist plot, something the show has done so many times before. But then the final act completely changes the game. The introduction of bomb carrying drones, combined with the inability to easily stop them, creates a genuinely tense situation. And in the Navy refusing to evacuate, the terrorists refusing to negotiate, and suddenly it becomes a high stake race against time that's actually gripping. This is where the episode really shines on the procedural side. The tension feels real, the stakes feel high, and for once it doesn't feel like an essay or a predictable solution. It also helps that the supporting characters are used well here, especially Ian, who gets a more meaningful role without being unrealistically overpowered. It's a nice balance that makes the resolution feel earned. In the end, FBI Season 8 Episode 16 works because it balances both elements, a tense and engaging case and a deeply emotional character story. Maggie's grief is handled with care and realism, and the final act delivers the kind of intensity that keeps you fully invested. It's easily one of the stronger episodes of the season, and if the show can keep this balance going, it's definitely on the right track. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.